This section will go over personal equipment that, when used properly, will protect you from accidental exposure to chemicals. Some of the equipment is provided and some of it is optional. This will discuss the use and need of personal safety equipment. The first personal protective equipment we talked about is proper clothing and shoes. Wearing clothing that protects your skin is one of the important steps to preventing a chemical exposure. A lab coat is recommended but not required. Lab coats are not a substitute for wearing the correct clothing, but will add to your protection, especially when worn over proper clothing, and will protect your clothing as well. One of the most important pieces of safety equipment in the lab is the splash goggles, sometimes referred to as safety goggles. Please be aware that splash goggles are not safety glasses. Safety glasses will not be substituted for splash goggles in the chemistry lab. Whenever chemicals are being used or cleaned up anywhere in the laboratory, everyone must have splash goggles on covering their eyes. Grand Valley provides various types of splash goggles. You will find that some fit you better than others. If you wear glasses, wear the goggles over your glasses. Please be aware that splash goggles worn on your forehead is not acceptable. You may, however, wear a pair on your eyes and a pair on your forehead if you choose, but please know that the pair for your eyes must be worn on your eyes. Splash goggles are stored in a cabinet that has a UV disinfection system. At the end of each lab, the instructor will run the UV light for at least 5 minutes. This treatment kills microbes, but does not otherwise clean the goggles. Wipes or lens paper and spray cleaner are provided for you to clean the goggles before you use them. You may also wash them in the sinks with water and soap. Please do not use the regular paper towels on the lenses of the goggles, which will scratch them. Use the lens paper or wipes on the lenses. If you prefer, you may purchase your own pair in the bookstore or from another source. Contact lenses should not be worn when certain chemicals are in use. These chemicals may be used in some of the organic labs. The chemicals can permeate the lens and be held by it on your eye, complicating the ability to flush it away in a timely manner. If you wear contact lenses in a class where they are permitted, or glasses, you must wear splash goggles. Another personal safety item is gloves. In some courses you will wear gloves all the time. Other courses will let you know when the gloves are recommended. This is usually determined by the chemical and its concentration. If you have a cut or open wound on your hand, you may choose to wear gloves even when it's not recommended or required. Getting even dilute chemicals into an open wound can slow healing or damage the area further. Choose the glove size that will allow you to easily put the gloves on but not be so loose that they fall down onto your palm, allowing chemicals to splash into the glove. To remove gloves, pinch one glove near the top but without touching your skin. Peel it off and continue to hold it in your gloved hand. Then slip your finger into the top of the next glove along the top of your palm to touch the inside of this glove, not the outside. Then peel it down your hand and off, turning it inside out when the first removed glove inside the second. Dispose of the gloves in the trash as long as it does not have a biohazard on it. Gloves are worn to avoid exposure to a chemical and cross-contamination of chemicals. When you've worn the gloves and touched the chemical that you are avoiding, it is likely on the gloves, so touching your phone, laptop, or a doorknob will contaminate these items with the chemical. If you handle items with the gloves, the chemical could be transferred to that surface. Then, when you leave the lab with your phone or laptop, you take the chemical with you and risk the exposure danger, including possible ingestion. When using gloves for an experiment, you should remove them if you have to leave the lab for something and put on a new pair when you return.